everybody. Welcome to the Backstage Pass with Jared Lee. I got an awesome band coming up. Some cousins from the next province over. Some low-budget hired musicians. They call themselves low-budget rockstar. Great guy. I got to meet Kennie Henderson at the Indigenous Music Residency in Manitoba last year. But who is low-budget rockstar, you might be asking? Rising like a phoenix from the ashes of the bands before them comes a new group with a bold purpose to save rock and roll, taking on this new task as fresh sounds. LBR Star, low budget rock star. So without further ado, I'll bring to you my brothers in arms, Kennie Henderson and not my Richie from the band Low Budget Rockstar. How's it going, guys?
Great to hear from you, my brother. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Life's been a journey, and it's been a fantabulous, awesome year. And although things didn't go good for us for playing live, we still have to do what we can do, and that's write music and continue to connect with one another like how we're doing right here. And let's hear a little bit about your guys' story. How'd you guys get started?
First of all, you have to forgive us for our internet issues up here and our devices. Our resources are slowly deteriorating due to a lack of finances, and but we're making do. Anyways, we were it was out on we were both out on the town of the Pas here, Richie and I, and I guess he had his own band and I had my own band that I was touring with at the time. And we met up at a local pub, and we were talking music life and what plans laid ahead. And Richie said that our plans were pretty good.
Yeah, it was summertime. I was asking Kenny. We were in different bands at the time. We had played at shows, of multi-band shows, and basically I said, "What are you guys up to? What's up to this summer?" And he said, "We're touring BC," and I just basically let him know. Wow, I love to do something like that.
And so we went on. We started touring together and playing together, and we just threw them on stage, not knowing any of our set lists. And
their drummer bailed out the night before the tour, so they asked me to fill in. So it was kind of out of the frying pan and into the fire. And we did a show that night, and headed up at it from the show, and did the 16-hour BC.
Nice. So when you guys toured, where did you start off in BC?
Sorry, my friend. Revelstoke was the first drive there, and it was a great show. I'd never played with these guys, and it was surely a treat. Such professional musicians and great young guys too. So it was my eye opening to the skills of Kenny and his guitar playing, because I'd never really played with him before.
And we were lucky to drive down into the Okanagan Valley as well. We played in Kelowna at the what is that place called? Shenanigans?
Something like that.
Nice. Irish pub, eh?
O'Flanagan's is what it was called.
O'Flanagan's. Nice.
Yeah. And so O'Flanagan's,
Shenanigans. Happened at O'Flanagan's.
And so we made a pit stop to see Metallica too. It was one of my favorite bands, and it was quite the experience, and quite I guess that's where the low budget rockstar was born, on that little trip and that little tour that we did. And I think we made a stop in your little hometown too, there, Saskatoon, at the Dakota Dunes. Nice. And
the Dunes.
Yeah, that's a little bit of the journey that we've had to, some of the things that we have done in our our earlier days at Rockstar.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Where did the name come from, Low Budget Rockstar? Is that something you guys came up with, or is it something that was kind of like already yours, or how did the name come about? And we're frozen. Hello, hello. Try this again. Yeah, I like hearing the stories of starting musical careers. Everybody's got their own start. So try this again here. There, something's got to work. One of these has to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. Try that. See if that'll work. So yeah, we'll go back to the question of how did the name Low Budget Rockstar come into fruition?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. You guys can talk about.
Can you hear?
Basically, the first song when we first got together to play, it was just I was just filling in on drums, and we hadn't really written any songs. And the very first song that we wrote together was Low Budget Rockstar, which wasn't the name of the band.
Okay.
But as time progressed, we felt that changed the name to that sometime, about a year and a half ago or something like that. So.
And the name really fit well with me too, because it's the type of age in the life that I've actually lived, and so it's a name that captured my knowing that to the name itself, because of the type of life that I've had to live growing up, and the struggle, the hardship, the financial, inadequacy.
Yep.
And it's basically for everybody that's ever picked up a guitar or an instrument, looked in the mirror and pretended they were on stage playing and rocking out, There's a lot more low budget rock stars than there is real rock stars. So we're working on that as well.
Cool. Did you guys want to give us a song, and hopefully this we'll stop the lag a little bit, and just tell us what the song's going to be, and I'll let you guys get the stage here and introduce the song and let us know what it's all about.
The song is called Suns, and it's a song that's about, when people hide behind something and they don't want to show who they really are. So we use the premise of the sunglasses to portray this passage and this premise, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we were out in the town at a little get together too one night, and we noticed that it was dark and still all the women were wearing sunglasses too. So, there's references to that in the song as well. So.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've been cut deep. Each scar tells a story. Lost in the serenade. The beauty is astounding. Perfect imperfection, beautifully broken. Baby, what you had to take your sunglasses off, girl. Let me see inside your heart. Your eyes tell a story. Show me who you really are. Take your sunglasses off, girl. Come on, come on, come on. Like song tells a story. I know we've been drinking. Don't have to say sorry. Perfect imperfection, beauty broken, pain, tragic and slice. Stop, girl. Let me see inside your heart. Your eyes tell a story. Show me who you really are. Take your sunglasses off, girl. Come on, come on, come on. The sun has set, take off those shades. Let's make love, let's escape. Take your sunglasses off, girl. Let me see inside your heart. Your eyes tell a story. Show me who you really are. Take your sunglasses off, girl. Come on, 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 come on.
All right, all right. If I had,
And that's sunglasses.
it's almost like I wear my sunglasses at night. That song.
Well,
A lot of
if we could get
references
as
to the
lucky as
ladies.
he did with that, we'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, right? That song everyone
Yeah.
knows. I wear my sunglasses at night. So let's go talk about music a little bit here, fellas. Talking about the obstacles right before we got into this song you guys were referring to. What were some of the obstacles you guys found as, musicians or in life in general with regards to music? What were some of the things you guys went through as, obstacles?
Well, I'll go first. Overcoming poverty was one of those obstacles that I personally had to learn how to overcome. And I had a choice when I was 22 years old. The employer had really saw something good in me, and they gave me a chance and sponsored me to go back to school. And so I took some time to think about it, but I did go back. I took the opportunity to go back to university. And so it helped me understand the language that is being spoken in regarding music in the industry today, and how we can access, certain supports that are out there. And it's very ironic because at age 13, I quit school to be in a rock band. But when I turned 22, I went back to school because of, I guess they saw that I was a musician, and they wanted to, I took that opportunity.
That's huge. I mean, when people see a gift in you, hey? Go ahead.
You spiritually in that too, knowing Kenny's one of the most fundamentally spiritual people that I personally know, and that's been to be around. With me, I was just inspired by my mother. He was into the Beatles and he played drums, and he had the blue metallic wig, I guess because he's older than me, and he kind of set that example. So that's what kind of inspired me.
And struggles.
Yeah.
Some of the struggles that you've had.
Well, early in life too, I was taught the value of money. I wasn't given a drum set. I got a job at 12 and purchased that. But before I met Kenny as well, I did have a bout of cancer and that, and I lost 70 pounds as well. So, coming out, and when we went on the road, I was actually physically sick. I had an ostomy bag at that time. Kenny aptly called it a shitbag tour after he found out. So that made it extra special. But you know, I at the time I just thought if I'm gonna go down, I would, take a page out of Gord Downey. I guess not that I'm anywhere near his talent or anything like that, but loving music, that's what you want to do to the very end, right?
Yep, absolutely. To me, that sounds like a triumph. So we'll go to our next topic, which would be triumphs. Let's talk about some of the things you kind of mentioned, Kenny, a little bit about having to get sponsored to go back to school. I mean, buddy, that's huge. People can see this gift in you as a musician, and you do carry something that's powerful and a message that of hope for our people. So let's talk about the triumphs now. Some of the things that you guys overcame. Like this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be huge. Kenny, you can go first.
Well, some of the triumphs, one was when we first released our single, our self-titled single. It felt like nobody was giving it a chance, man, and nobody wanted to hear it out locally in our local clique that we have here, and with the connections that we've made over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we lost the boys. We'll wait for them to log back into the studio. But Kenny, just to recap a little bit, Kenny was talking about how when they first recorded, they tried putting their song out there. And it's hard as a musician to get your music out there because, all your friends and family, you think they're going to like it and support it when sometimes they won't. And there we go, fellas. Encouraging about obstacles. Yep, not giving up. That's a good one too. I like hearing these stories because it really inspires me too as an artist to keep pushing and keep going forward. But yeah, like Kenny was saying that for them to release their music in the local scene, it could be very difficult. Sometimes you do have to branch out and go into uncharted waters and uncharted territories. But that's what you have to do as musicians is get out there and play in front of as many people as you can. So here we go again. We'll try this one last kick at the can, and if not, then I think we'll have to call it a night. But yeah, go back to your story, Kenny, about releasing music there.
Yeah, I felt like nobody was giving our song a chance, and I guess part two, like I heard you over saying that you have to go into uncharted waters and uncharted territories, and so it was. We heard about it, about not having that opportunity because we were so used to the door always being open for us to have our music played locally and provincially and whatever and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So speaking volumes with people, it started speaking with the strength of Marshall stack, and it would not sleep. And sure enough, we found a publicist who told us that it was actually a special song, and we believe it is a special song. It's one of our best. Mm-hmm. And so we found a door to new radio networks, I guess you can say. And so the song, it took a while to take off, and it's still doing its work. And I think Edmonton is playing the crap out of it right now. Mm-hmm. And it's receiving some rotation in the States as well. And we're pretty proud of that. And one area that we weren't used to getting radio airplay was in Toronto. So,
wow. Yeah, Toronto's huge, eh?
Radio in Toronto was spinning it as well. Yeah, we got a bit of notoriety out of that as well, and we've done interviews with Cashbox, and so it's like Kenny said, the song is kind of we sleep at night, but this song keeps saying and keep doing its work for us that way, and it just wants to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
So before we lose any more of our internet and our our devices are failing on us here, Jared, I'm very sorry to that is happening now.
We can come back and do a better job with you again. We'd love to.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll do one more song, boys, and we'll call her a night. Yeah,
we'd like to say thank you very much too.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, my friend. Yeah, we're currently getting as Kenny gets his guitar here. We got one more song we're going to record, and then we're going to have a pretty much a full-length album, and that we're going to be promoting as we go here, and hopefully COVID's going to lift up and we can all get together and do this in person again soon.
Absolutely. So I have your guys' website up here, and I'll just where to support your journey.
One step at a time.
All right.
We really respect and appreciate that.
I see a wonder of you. When things get turned, you've had enough of it. Just gotta speak the truth. One step at a time, you will walk. Will climb, you will fall. Sometimes bump forms hurls. It's not a perfect world. You'll find your way one step at a time. Hate to see you hurting when things aren't working. Don't let it get you down.
Don't let it get you down.
No need to worry. No need to hurry. The world keeps spinning around. One step at a time, you will walk, you will climb, you will fall. Sometimes bumps, thorns, hurls. It's not a perfect world. You'll find your way as you fall asleep and drift into the night. Yeah, your dreams will fill your mind. One step at a time. One step at a time. Oh, one step at a time. Oh, one step at a time. Well, brother, thank you very much for inviting us to your show and having us, Low Budget Rockstar. You're going to have to forgive us for our inadequate technology and no internet, and I'm sure someday we will figure this out.
All right. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. You're on a budget, right? What do you expect? That's Low Budget Rockstar. So get some minutes, brother. But thank you for being on a Backstage Pass, and I look forward to hearing your music coming out in the future, and appreciate you guys being on the show. And I'm gonna share you guys' music here with everybody right quick. And thank you guys for being on. Appreciate it. So there you go, guys. Low Budget Rockstar, buddy of mine from Depaul, Manitoba, where I used to play hockey, Opusquack, Cree Nation. So this song right here, Low Budget Rockstar, going to share it here with you guys. It's the one he was talking about that came out and playing it all over. So it's this one right here. If you guys get a chance, go check them out. Low Budget Rockstar.
I may seem a little crazy, trying to make it in a rock and roll band. I'm living free, it don't faze me, it don't explain, cause they'll never understand. I'm a low-budget rock star, playing in these crazy bars. I'm the king of Saturday night, with my long hair, skinny jeans, hot chicks watching me. It's gonna be one hell of a night. Na 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 na. Hitting the road with the boys in the band, half a tank of gas in this dirty old van. Shitty songs on the radio, can't slow down till we say rock and roll. I'm a low-budget rock star, playing in these crazy bars. I'm the king of Saturday night, with my long hair, skinny jeans, hot chicks watching me. It's gonna be one hell of a night. Na 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 na. Ain't on the radio, we're making videos. I hope you catch a show. We're saving rock and roll. Low-budget rock star, playing in these crazy bars. I'm gonna write a hit someday. Cause we're playing for the fans, and I think they understand. I'm only one song away. I'm a low-budget rock star, playing in these crazy bars. I'm the king of Saturday. On hair, skinny jeans, hot chicks watching me. It's gonna be one hell of a night.